Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell from the title of this video, I'll be giving you guys a college 101, what to expect in your first year of college. You know, I'm an upcoming sophomore and I felt like my first year was a lot to be learned. So it's like, I'm here to help you, give you guys the rundown of like what to expect your first year. So yeah. Don't forget to follow my socials, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. You know, we're not gonna get into much chatting, of course, so let's get into the video. So I feel like this first topic is one of the first to like kind of like think about, but the topic of discussion is friends. How to make friends. Basically, when it comes to friends, I say first advice, whether this is past your orientation or not, but I say work your best magic at orientation. Be the most social butterfly you can. If you're shy, like really try to break out of that shell. I feel like college is the perfect place to do so. Everyone is looking for a friend. So it's like if you feel like, oh, you're doing too much, the other person's thinking the same thing. Everyone's new to the environment and everyone's looking for friends. So it's like this is the perfect time, perfect place to do what you can and gather them people. Also, the first week is the prime week. I'm saying, like, I feel like the friend making deadline is a good like 2 weeks, 3 is pushing it. I feel like after that, like people have already set and stuff. So if you made friends at orientation, DM them, text them if you gave them your number, be like, where you at? Then you can form a group, I guess. But like that first week, you gotta do what you gotta do. For girls, I feel like it's as simple as like saying another girl's pretty. Like a whole conversation can like be formed from there, and like you guys can exchange socials, numbers. Like it's really simple really in college. Don't think too much about it. Your people will come. You will attract the people that you know are like. Another tip of advice, I would say, go to those school functions. Like I know at my school there's a lot of those, and a lot of people like meet other people through those, and they're made for this purpose. So it's like take advantage of those opportunities. Like I feel like after that second week it's gonna get pretty, maybe after that month, but like after a certain time it's kind of hard to kind of like make those clicks because it's already pretty clicky. Join the clubs. Like a lot of these big friend groups are made out of clubs, so it's like you'll form really strong bonds throughout the semesters if you just do those, you know what I mean? All goes to say, of course, be yourself. People can tell when you're not original, so just be yourself, and you should be straight. You'll notice a lot of people picking and choosing when you're relevant to them. Honestly, in my opinion, I call them sectional acquaintances. I feel as though those are fine. You know, I feel like as we grow up, like not everyone's supposed to be your ride or die. Like it's never that deep. In college, you'll meet those people who you hang around for a certain event, but like where you draw the line is like when you saying that we locked in, but we really not. Like we go acquaintances, like we really just do things together. Like your real solid friends that you'll find in college, like they'll come to you. Like it'll be fake if you just be yourself. Next topic of discussion, boys, men, anyone along that spectrum. You have a very broad access to a plethora of men. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with experimenting. I feel like dating is absolutely fun, and the perfect time to do so is in college. Well, I'm not condoning this home because we don't do that over here. Do what you will, but that's what I'm not encouraging. I'm not telling you guys this. I'm telling you guys to experiment. I'm telling you guys to explore your options because there's a lot. Like what you used to in high school, imagine that 10 times better in college. The college that you at. When you go to parties, you're gonna be partying with other people from different colleges. You'll meet a lot of unserious guys. But of course, there's good ones along with them. But college, just like I said, that this is the perfect time to experiment and to, you know, on the other hand, hoe around. A lot of men is doing that, and a lot of women are doing that. I'm just saying you gotta look out for that. And if you're not really down for that, you just gotta make that clear from the jump. Because you're not the only one. You're not the only one. A lot of times you're just not. You never know with college. Like literally college, like it's just a lot of unserious people. And you just gotta learn. It's really a canon event. Like have your fun. Have your fun. But you know, be smart. Don't be the easy ones, alright? Because when the guys see you as easy, then what you try to do isn't what the man's gonna see because he sees you as another thing because you's being easy. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, next topic of discussion is sex. Sex is everywhere, you know? I feel like with college, there's a lot of freedom. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want, and sex is part of that. All I gotta say is be safe and give consent. Make sure consent is both ways, because college is a place where a lot of people lie. A lot of people like to stir stories up. So it's like, just do what you need to do to like be on the safe side. I do recommend STD testing. You know, a lot of guys are dirty, especially in college. Do testing, wear a condom. Honestly, like before I got to college, like, you know, like people have this idea of like an adequate body count. That went out the window when I stepped to college. Like, you'll hear some outrageous numbers. College will teach you to like kind of broaden your knowledge and I guess your preferences, but you know, you don't have to settle for anything or anyone. Next topic of discussion is the freedom of college. Like I said, you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. Like, you don't have your parents telling you, you gotta do this at a certain time, you gotta be home at a certain time. Literally, the world is your oyster. You know what they say. Like, especially like the kids with the strict parents. I feel like my parents kind of like relaxed a little bit, but like I still had strict parents, and I don't know, with great power comes great responsibility. I've seen people with strict parents like in college and like they totally do like a flip around, because it's like some people really can't take that, like they really abuse that, and when you abuse that freedom, like bad mistakes and decisions are made. I feel like some of them are necessary to happen so you can really learn, because you never know until things really happen to you. I'm just saying, you have your own independence, and with that you have to take care of yourself, take care of your time. It's a process, knowing like what works for you. It can be an enjoyable one and a stressful one. Next, I would say time management and academics. I have to put that in there because we encourage success over here. Like I said, with the freedom thing, you know, abusing it can be really unproductive for you. So you really do need to practice time management, which is actually pretty hard when you don't have teachers and parents down your throat about it. You have to be firm with yourself with your academics. I know, like, it's kind of hard when you chatting with your friends, you're having a great time, but like you got that exam in the next 2 days, maybe even tomorrow. I don't encourage cramming, but you will cram a lot because schedules just get very unpredictable in college. But I'm just saying, you gotta be firm. Set dates to actually study for your assignments for your tests. The library is way better than your dorm, in my opinion. I find myself studying better and doing my work better in different locations other than my dorm. Just like your bedroom, you're kind of just programmed to just relax, sleep in this space. So if you kind of reprogram your mind and do proactive things in a proactive area, you'll find more success there. If you like doing your work in your room, okay, cool, whatever. I'm just saying, for the general population of people, the library is better. I know as an athlete myself, athletes are required to do study hall, so that was cute for a little while until I started socializing there and I couldn't really focus there. So I had to start doing my work outside of study hall. Like, I had to do my work, like actual work, and get down to business at the library. That was very imperative for me to like do that so I can actually see success in my grades. So if you're like me, I highly recommend doing that. Try your best to keep your attendance in check. First semester it was doing good, and over time some classes that I really did not enjoy, my attendance started going, and as an athlete, that's just not the way for me. Now, if you are a regular student not doing athletics, I still do encourage you to keep your attendance straight, just because a lot of the times the days that you do miss probably are the days that there's a lot of information. Like, you know, of course you could take those time off if you know that next class is like a lax class, like there's not really new content that you really need to know, like you said, like cool, but like don't let that become a routine. Actually go to class. Like, you're here at college for school. At the end of the day, I hate to say, I don't want to be a parent to you, but like, you know, let's uphold the student part. Next topic of discussion, roommates. So basically, with roommates, you need to prioritize communication. Any small thing, I feel like it has to be addressed, because it really sucks when you think something's like absolutely okay and things are going great and your roommate doesn't think the same way and they start acting weird towards you. You guys are both sharing a living space. You need to like, it's like your right to like make it comfortable for both of y'all. So communication is very important. Mutual understanding is important. Like, just things have to be addressed. Maybe your room has to be taken up for a good majority of the day because the boyfriend's here and you know they want personal time. Completely understandable. But of course, between those specific two roommates, a mutual understanding has to be made. I really feel like communication is key, because then tension will build up and then just a whole bunch of things just build up. And knowing how girls are to like side eyes, attitude, all that, all these unnecessary things just start to fester. You guys don't have to be best friends. You guys don't have to be friends, honestly. But respect is earned both ways, and respect can be earned through communication, through understanding. So yeah. Also, you'll really see who's really clean and who's really not. Like, you'll be surprised at the people that don't have home training. What you thought was common sense probably isn't common sense for another person. So just expect, you know, maybe there's gonna be those few odd ones that don't know how to clean themselves and maintain proper hygiene. You just gotta communicate that as well. Make a group me, that's what we did, and yeah, I mean, you just gotta do what you gotta do. College is a bubble full of different types of people with different backgrounds. So you really gotta just maneuver your way around things and just find a common ground. Next, we could talk about professors. First off, I do recommend using that app, Rate My Professor, for your classes. I never really had to use it just because I had people around me to tell me about those certain professors. A lot of people do use it. It's very accurate. The thing is, you're gonna notice a lot of professors encouraging you the fact to visit them on their office hours. Now, maybe you don't need anything from them and you don't need their help, but honestly, when you just make, you don't gotta be best friends either, but if you make a mutual relationship with your professors, that could help you a lot at the end of the semester when you need that little bump of the grade, maybe bump of the percentage, and they'll do that just because they mess with you. They don't gotta be every week. You can come in here and there. I do recommend just like letting them know like, hey, what you doing, how you doing, like that type thing with your professors. Honestly, this is more like a lifestyle tip. Use that gym. Yeah, use that gym, because that school food won't make you gain weight. That school food gets you loaded and break out and all that. Like, that's just so bad for you. Use that gym. Like, it's literally free for you to use. You don't gotta be a gym rat at all, but like, I'm just encouraging you guys, you know. You're gonna notice by the end of that semester, maybe by the end of that year, damn, like, I used to be smaller. I know a lot of my friends had it, like, went through this. Even with me, even as an athlete, I mean, I never had to really go through that struggle myself, but I did notice that I was bulking in places that I didn't want to bulk because of the school foods that I was eating. When I started eating more cleaner, that's when I started leaning out again. So some healthy options I do recommend for you guys. Y'all don't have to be eating that pizza and that burger every single day, like, and those french fries. It's highly processed. It's not even a good kind. Keep it clean sometimes. Like, so for breakfast, I didn't always go to Dunkin'. I didn't always go to Starbucks. Like, I went to the actual diner, got me a nice organic, like, breakfast, like with Greek yogurt, granola, fruits. If I were to go to the diner, I would like try to, you know, go, if they had baked chicken, I would get the baked chicken. If they had a Chipotle bar, I would do that. I would just try to get like cleaner options at these restaurants. Like, if I were to go to Chick-fil-A, I would get the grilled chicken sandwiches sometimes. I would also just keep it basic, get that meal, spicy chicken sandwich meal. But like, I'm just saying, like, you don't have to eat all these bad foods every single day. You're not even boxed in to do that. So honestly, to kind of save you that like little, oh my gosh, I used to be so thin, to save you that cry, I just recommend like maintain a healthy lifestyle in college. That's all for what to expect in your first year. I feel like there will be more, you know, specified to that certain person. Yeah, so I think that's all, like, for real. If you have any questions or anything of that nature, like, drop in the comments. Like, I'm always down to, like, answer questions that you may have, or like mention something else that I probably have forgotten. This is everything that really, like, covers the main thing. So take it with a grain of salt, take it with a chunk of salt. I don't really know. Why am I making this into a thing? I said that in the last video. That will be all. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. Bye.